There's just one man in sports I don't bet against when the stakes are highest. He is the ultimate game manager, as in, I'm playing chess to your checkers.
Some of the greatest surgeons in the world cannot operate with this kind of precision.
Picturesque. What a beauty.
Virtuoso.
He can flat out play. We're going to go on a run.
Cross the header is an absolute stunner.
I'm here to have their back.
All next week, following World Cup action, Undisputed will be live at 10 a.m. Eastern, getting you all set for Thanksgiving football. It's, of course, headlined by Skip's Cowboys taking on Saquon Barkley and the Giants, only on Fox. In a post-game press conference, Kevin Durant said LeBron James is a top 2 or 3 player of all time. He said there's always going to be excitement when LeBron steps out on the floor. All right, interpretation time. Shannon, do you think this was a compliment or a shot?
Nothing but a compliment. There's been 5,000, a little over 5,000 players that's ever played in the NBA. And to say a current player that you're playing against is one of the 2 or 3 best to ever play the game, how is that a shot? Nobody would perceive that. I don't care if there's only 10 people and you say you're one of the 10 best to ever do something. He said out of 5,000, you're one of the 3 best to ever do said thing. I don't take it any other way but a compliment, a ginormous accomplishment coming from someone of KD's caliber. That's not some fan. That's not some random guy. That's not some run-of-the-mill guy. That's a generational talent in Kevin Durant saying a peer of his is one of the 2 or 3 best players to ever play the game. I don't take it in anything, nothing but a compliment. And how someone can take that as a shot is unbeknownst to me, but I'm sure.
Wait a second. Time out. What do you tell me on a daily basis on this show that he's the GOAT,
Skip,
right?
that's what I said. That's what I said.
You say it's a done deal, it's over and out, it's not even close. You've used the words not even close.
Can I ask you a question? Tell me one thing in sports that we can debate on that's going to be universal across the board. You can't get universal to say Michael Jordan is the GOAT. You can't get people universal across the board to say Tom Brady is the GOAT. So
this is clearly a shot because Kevin Durant hates LeBron James. I think he loves him off the court as a quasi-friend. I don't know if we'd go so far as to say they're friends, but they're friendly. We can go that far. He hates the fact that so much of the media is so the idolizing of LeBron, the overprotecting of LeBron eats at Kevin Durant.
Well, he couldn't have played with Jordan there, then.
Well, he calls them fanboys, and he's taking shots at the fanboys who leap to LeBron's defense at every junction in his career.
But KD understands that KD has never got the criticism for the shortcomings that LeBron has got. Okay. So clearly, he has fanboys.
All right, but the point is that he grates at the fact that the Shannon Sharps of the world just immediately proclaim LeBron the GOAT, that he's better than Jordan, he's proven it. And Kevin, I will promise you, he gets sick and tired of hearing that. So he knows it will be perceived as a little bit, if not a lot of a shot, for him to say, oh, he's the second or maybe the third best, which brings, I think, magic into the equation.
Let me ask you a question. So you don't think all these other great quarterbacks get tired of hearing Tom Brady's the GOAT? So you don't think Montana, you don't think Peyton Manning, you don't think any Terry Bradshaw, you don't, so everybody, so this is what I don't get about you, is that everybody is so, they love Tom Brady and everything they say about him is the gospel. But the minute somebody else heap praise on somebody else, that's a slight? How?
Okay, well, Tom Brady has won 7 Super Bowls in 10 tries and should have won 2 more, and everybody knows that.
Skip.
Nobody but you thinks he's not the GOAT.
No, Skip,
right?
All I'm saying, but you make it seem, but everybody is still not in accordance that Tom Brady is the GOAT.
Well, they're not?
No.
Find me somebody. You?
Skip.
You're on an island on that one.
We've heard people to say Montana because he didn't lose, or they said Peyton Manning because he had to do more than what Brady does. There is nothing universal. Maybe you can get it in hockey with Gretzky because he was so great for such a long time and all the goals he scored and all the assists. But come on, Skip.
I've only heard one human say Tom Brady's not the GOAT. Now, my ears are wide open. It's you. You're the only one.
Skip, there have been people that said LT's the GOAT. There's people that says Jerry Rice is the GOAT. Stop saying that. If you want to say GOAT quarterback.
I don't know that. I've never heard that.
Now you've never heard it.
Well, I haven't.
Now you've never heard it.
Show me. Call it up.
Let me
show me.
So just so I'm hearing you correctly. So if we were to say, who's the GOAT? Brady, Montana, Rice, or LT, Tom Brady's going to get 100% of the vote.
I've never heard anybody say those people.
Skip, just answer the question. Don't think anybody.
Okay, who we polling?
We can poll whoever you want. You want 100? You want 100 media people? Whomever.
All right, 100 media people.
Yes.
Yes, I'll take 100 current media people.
And he'll get all 100 votes.
He would get 100. It'd be 100 to nothing.
No, he wouldn't. No, he would not. No, he would not.
No, I'm sorry.
No, he would not. No.
It's not even close, to use your pet phrase. Okay, so for Kevin to even open the door, he's a shrewd operator, and he knows that the fanboys are going to say, what?
No.
You didn't immediately proclaim your contemporary, your peer, LeBron James, as the GOAT?
Only you comes to that kind of conclusion. Skip, sometimes people will heap praise and sincerely mean it. Only you heap faint praise.
Okay. What are you talking about? This is faint praise. This is damning with faint praise.
That's what you said.
No, that's what I know.
So why can't he be? Why do you know? How do you know?
I just know Kevin Durant because I know what he did. He chose to go to Golden State because he knew he wanted a piece of LeBron in the finals, and he knew he could get there, and he knew easily he would be the best player on the floor for the Golden State Warriors, and obviously he had a lot of help. But they needed help because they needed somebody to push them over the edge and over the top against LeBron.
So Kevin Durant is lying.
Who had come back from 3 games to 1 down, and they had gone all the way across the country to beg Kevin to come save them. And guess what he did? He went and saved them.
Is Kevin Durant lying?
Lying about what?
So he doesn't believe that LeBron James is one of the 2 or 3 best players in the NBA.
No, I mean, that's fine. Okay, but he didn't proclaim him the GOAT because he'll let the fanboys do that. He watches the show. He knows what you're doing. Skip, he knows. That's a shot at you.
Skip, that ain't no shot at me.
Well, it is. You should take it as one.
No, why should I take it? He's entitled to his opinion as I'm entitled to mine.
Okay.
I just don't think every time someone gives someone credit that they're lying or there's something nefarious behind what they're saying and why they're saying it.
He has taken shots at the idolatrous media surrounding LeBron James, calling them fanboys.
Yeah.
This is a shot at the fanboys. You can either include yourself in the group or not.
Let me ask you a question.
Want to do.
Are those the fanboys that voted his ass MVP? So what were they when they voted him MVP?
Okay, well, he ripped him the next year.
No, I get that. So what were they when they voted?
You don't know SH about basketball.
Okay, I get that. So what were they when they voted him MVP? Were they not fans?
Fans of Kevin?
Yes.
I don't think they're fans. I don't think they like him.
So they voted him.
He is completely unlikable. He makes himself unlikable. He bites the hand that feeds him. He did it the next year at the All-Star game. He said, you guys don't know SH about basketball. The same group that had voted him MVP because they couldn't help it. Because he had gone 50, 40, 90 in 2014. Try that on for size.
How about this here? This is when you know somebody don't like you. Barry Bonds' ass is not in the Hall of Fame. Roger Clemens' ass is not in the Hall of Fame because the media don't like him. If they didn't like
because of steroids. It's not didn't like him.
There are a lot of guys that got into the Hall of Fame that has clouds of steroids around them.
Well, those were 2 pretty obvious clouds.
Hold on. Was steroids illegal?
You know and I know that's about steroids.
Hold on, Barry Bonds never tested positive?
No, but there's a book written about him with chapter and verse and gory details.
There's a lot of books written about a lot of people, but we choose to believe what we want to believe. With that being said, were the people that voted Kevin Durant, were they fans? It's a simple yes or simple no.
No, absolutely not.
They're
not fans. They're not fans. What are you talking about?
So why they vote him MVP?
Because are they fans of Mahomes because they vote him? No.
Here's the thing. If you don't like someone, you're not voting for them.
That's baloney. Then that's wrong. That's completely wrong. So now you're questioning the integrity of the voters?
Skip. We've seen, let me ask you a question. So how did the guy leave Ken Griffey Jr. off his ballot? Ken Griffey Jr. was 1 vote short of having unanimous. So how did that happen?
Who knows? It's one random guy.
But see, that is one random guy. It could be
one random person voted the Vanderbilt Commodores to win the SEC this year in football. How do you explain that? It's just one random lunatic.
The problem is that you pick and choose. Oh, it's fans.
I don't pick and choose.
There's a human element. We've seen guys that was nasty to the media. When it come time for Hall of Fame votes, they use that against them.
Sure, we've seen that a lot.
Okay, then.
But in the Bonds and Clemens case, it's just flat out about steroids. You know it, and I know it.
Skip, you and I both know. If Barry Bonds had a better...
Roger was beloved. Everybody loved him. He's a good interview. Nobody hated Roger Clemens.
Barry Bonds, if he was nice... There are a lot of guys that got in to the Hall of Fame, that had a bigger cloud around them, but was nicer to the media than Barry Bonds. You and I both know that.
I don't know. Show me one. Andy Pettit, maybe? I don't know.
Andy Pettit's not in the Hall of Fame.
But I'm saying, is that who you're talking about?
I don't want to call nobody's name out, but we know.
But we don't know. I don't know.
Hold on. There was a guy that tested positive that works at this network on MLB. So don't give me that bullshit. I'm talking about we don't know.
Okay, well, did you call him out?
Ain't no need to call him out, but we know.
Okay.
We know.
Okay. That what?
Okay, now you know what. That tested positive for steroids.
Well, it was reported, right? On the list? Is that what you're talking about?
Now don't nobody know nothing. Like I said, they pick and choose who they like. One guy they liked, the other guy they didn't, and the other guy couldn't hold a candle to Barry. You know that, I know that. Stop playing.
Okay, well, I covered Barry Bonds and you didn't, so I think I was
Love the
up
debate,
close and
guys.
personal.
I can see.
Yeah.
I didn't have to cover it, but I can see.
Time to wrap
too.
it up, though. We're done with this topic. Great insight, gentlemen, but we've got to move on because we have a lot more of the show.